This is a quick video to show a quick and fairly simple hack to help alleviate the rattling in the back seats, and I think specifically in the bench seats in the second row for the later model Yukons, Yukon XLs, Tahoes, and Suburbans. This particular vehicle is a 2016 Yukon XL SLT2 with the second row leather bench seat. And it's, from what I understand, it's a very common problem. I wasn't able to find any videos showing the fix for this, although I did find I found some information on a Google search, so I thought I would do a video just to, kind of show how fairly simple it is to fix the problem. The problem arises from these two center clamping points for the seats, and I don't know if it's a defect in the seat part or if it's just a bad design, but in any case, this is a relatively simple fix. So first thing you need to do is remove your door sill plates. They just pop right out. There's no screws or anything like that. Let me go over to the other side. Pull this one out. And once you have those out, the carpet will come right up. It's very easy. It's not secured. So now you have access to this mounting plate, which is it looks like a two-piece plate from what I can tell. But all you need to do is loosen up 4 bolts. You've got one here, one there, and then one down on the far side. And just need an 18 millimeter deep socket to get to them. And I found that the reason for the rattle is that I guess when the seats clamp down, there's a little bit of a gap there between the top of the mounting, the seat clamp and this latch point. So the fix is fairly simple. You just loosen up those bolts, as I said, and if you really want to do the proper way, you can remove this whole bracket. Take the bracket all the way off and put these washers in between the floor and the floor pan and the underside of this bracket. The much simpler and quicker method is to loosen up all the nuts, as I said, and then you just pry this up a little bit. You can do it with your fingers, or a screwdriver will work just fine. Pry it up and then just put some washers underneath the bracket, in between that and the floor pan. So you can see there's, I think I have 4 or 5 there. And what that does is, I guess, once you retighten the bolts, everything is tight. It doesn't appear to be unsafe in any way. I've had this this hack done on my vehicle for probably a couple of years now, and it's been just fine. And you tighten everything down, and that lifts up the bracket just enough to get a tight fit with the seat clamps, and that alleviates the rattling. Now again, the main rattle point is this side right here, which is the passenger side, and there's the 2 brackets there, and it appears that both the smaller section of seat and the larger section of seat both rattle. So I actually put about 4 or 5 washers on this one. I put a couple here, I think 3 here, and then I put a couple on the 2 outside ones just for a good measure. I don't know if those were actually creating any rattles, but since there are 4 latch points 1, 2, 3, 4. I figured it couldn't do any harm. So once you've got your washers into place and you've tightened down all 4 of the bolts snugly, put your carpet back in, reattach your sill plates, and there's a little hook right here that you have to get under the C-pillar section. Snap it into place. Everything's good to go, and everything is nice and stable and sturdy, and no more rattles. This particular vehicle has about 118,000 miles on it, and it is rattle-free, just almost as good as the day I drove it off the lot. So this little fix definitely works. And as I said, if you really want to go, full hog and take all of the second row seats out and pull up that metal bracket, because it extends all the way up to this section up here, you can do that, so you can actually get the washers onto the bolts in between that the floor pan and that the bracket. But I don't think it's necessary, to be quite honest. This is about maybe a 15 or 20 minute job. So whereas doing it the other way could be an hour or more. And the most important thing is safety, and I just don't think there's any issues with safety doing it this way. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks.